Mercedes vows to revise pit stop procedures after slow exchanges in Austin. Welcome to our channel, where we bring you Formula One updates and the latest news from Mercedes. We invite you to join us, and we'd like to remind you to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share it with fellow Formula One enthusiasts so we can continue to provide news and updates. Thank you. Toto Wolff and Lewis Hamilton admit that slow pit stops hindered the team's response in the battle against Max Verstappen. Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff promised a new pit stop mentality after slow tire changes that cost them dearly at the Formula One United States Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton finished only 2.2 seconds behind the race winner, Max Verstappen, in what was undoubtedly his most competitive race of the year before being disqualified for a plank violation. However, Hamilton and his team were not oblivious to the fact that the race could have had a different initial outcome if less time had been lost during their two pit stops, which took 3.6 and 3.4 seconds. This compares to Alpine's fastest pit stop of the day at 2.2 seconds, and Red Bull's quickest stops were 2.4 and 2.5 seconds. The gap between Mercedes and other teams seems to be a consistent pattern in recent years, with the team rarely being one of the top performers in terms of pit stop times. Wolff said that the issues Mercedes faces are related to equipment, not human error, but he stated that it may be time to change their approach because others are improving significantly. Our mindset in the past 12 years has been that we don't need to be world champions in pit stops, he said. We need to avoid very slow pit stops. And now we're getting into a situation where we realize it's become very competitive, and we just need to up our game. This is about equipment and the science around it, and how we're set up to avoid 3 or 3.5 second pit stops because it all played a role. Hamilton himself admitted that pit stops were one of the areas that cost them in the United States race. I think we would have been in a position to fight with Max, he said. I think we made our lives much harder than it probably needed to be. I think it probably would have been tough anyway. I think, overall, our starts this weekend, we usually have great starts, but we struggled with our starts this weekend, so we lost ground more often. And I think in one of the pit stops, I might have been a bit delayed, which made things harder for the guys, and the stop wasn't great overall. So, there are many areas where we could have been better. But the positive side is that we were, at some points, matching their Red Bull's pace, and to be only 2 seconds behind at the end of the race, I think it's a good sign. We'll be keeping an eye on it.